the channel, we continue unboxing Classic Superstars Series 17, and today on the channel, we've got Typhoon, LJN version of Triple H, and the Repo Man.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jakks Classic Superstars Series 17 unboxing and review, a Tuesday staple here on the channel. For well over 2 years, we've been talking all things Jakks Classic Superstars, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do it now on top of all the other videos we do here on the channel. So today, though, from Classic Superstars Series 17, we've got the Repo Man, watch out, we've got Triple H, the LJN representative, and we've got Typhoon. But for all your modern-day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Yes, 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, kind of, as I do got to unbox one of these. The other two I already have in my loose collection, so we'll find out which ones those are here shortly. But let's kick it off. We're going to start with the LJN version this time. In Triple H. Of course, the LJN versions, more current stars that weren't around in the LJN days to kind of give them a little bit of that rub. As I always do say, these do scale a lot better with the WCW OSFTM figures. That's kind of what they're more reminiscent of, and scale-wise look good. They don't really match up with the LJN figures. And of course, we know Jeremy Padower, mastermind behind the Classic Superstars line, also the mastermind behind the AEW Unmatched Unrivaled lines. We're getting these all these years later with us, Darby Allin, of course, coming very soon as I'm filming this video. Probably by the time most people are watching this, they will be out. And of course, we did get Cody Rhodes in this kind of style. So Jeremy's got a little fondness for the LJN style figures, as we do know. But Triple H here definitely belongs as far as the guys they could make during the time. This one definitely works out for sure. But let's take a look at the packaging on old Triple H. Here he is, looking like Lemmy, looking like he's spitting the water out, all that kind of fun stuff. A good-looking Triple H. And then on the side, you get the LJN very similar Superstars logo. And then you get Triple H way down at the bottom. And Triple H on the side. Of course, the blue outline always looks really good on these. And then in the back, we got the big cross sell. We've unboxed all these on the channel. Make sure you're checking them all out. UPCs, warnings, glamour shot, tail of the tape, the blurb. It's all there. What more could you want? Let's see what it says about Triple H. Debuted 1992, 260 pounds, 6'4", finishing move, the old pedigree, titles, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, WWE European Champion, WWE Intercontinental Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. He makes the title rounds for sure. Good for him. Good for him. A very good-looking Triple H figure, though. I will say that. But we're going to put him off to the side because I already have this one loose, as some of you guys may know. Now, unfortunately, Triple H is one of the stickiest figures in the LJN line, especially his back. Just part of the charm of these LJN figures. I don't know what you call it, but definitely a lot of work. Get the plastic, clear plastic tape out, put it on there, take it off, pull it on, take it off. You can counteract that stickiness, but it will come back. But he does got some of that going on. No accessories with this Triple H either, but he does got the very Lemmy-esque Motorhead Lemmy, of course, goatee, Fu Manchu, beard combo, whatever we want to call it. It was all the rage back in the day, let me tell you guys. Some people will do say it's the Harley Race. Harley Race, of course, had that as well at one time. Two of Triple H's favorites, of course, Harley Race and Lemmy, so it does make sense. But he's a black attack here. Black boots, black knee pads, black trunks. Does have the Triple H logo on the front and back. White wrist tape, forearm tape, hand tape, whatever we're going to call it. Definitely looks like Triple H. But a little bit small. As far as the other LJN figures, this one's a little smaller than some of the other ones. But all in all, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not a huge fan of the LJNs in the Classic Superstars line, as I've always said. Always felt they took away a spot for somebody else, so we could have had a more traditional style figure. Would have rather seen these in their own subset somewhere. I think that would have been the way to go. But at the end of the day, it is Triple H. It is the LJN. It is sticky. So there it is. Now we move on over to Typhoon. One of the natural disasters, of course, Typhoon, Fred Ottman, the Shockmaster, Tugboat, whatever you want to call him. But today he is Typhoon. Sad we never got a Tugboat in the Class Superstars line. It was very interesting. We would get Typhoon, which makes a lot of sense, but we got the Shockmaster, but never got Tugboat. Very, very strange, and kind of one of the more head-scratchers of the Classic Superstars line. You think they could have got Tugboat in there somewhere. Shockmaster, talk about a deep cut. I don't know if you can call it Classic Superstars. I guess classic in some ways, but Typhoon, much more classic, and definitely Tugboat, very classic. But this Typhoon's really good. Of course, we did get an Earthquake to kind of go along with it in Series 22, I want to say it was, so we had to wait. We got that dreaded Jax delay, but I guess you could pair the Jax Class Superstar Series 9 Earthquake with this one, but for no reason, I display on my wall this one with Series 22 Earthquake. Maybe I'm just crazy, who knows. But Typhoon, of course, the big man's body mold, looking really big there. Nice singlet in red, looking good. It definitely is Typhoon. On the side, Typhoon. On the side, a little glamour shot there, looks good. And on the back of the package, we've got the glamour shot, we got the blurb, we got the tail of the tape, we got the cross sell, we got the UPCs, we got the warnings, we got all the fun. Let's see what it says about old Typhoon. Debuted 1984, 384 pounds, 6'3". Titles WWE World Tag Team Champion. And I thought that was a really good move, moving him from Tugboat into Typhoon, having Earthquake go into the tag division where he kind of stalled a little bit as a singles, breathed some new life into both their careers. Of course, two big, formidable opponents, of course, fighting with the LOD and stuff. Definitely a good tag team, especially a good Hasbro tag team set back in the day if you were playing with your Hasbros. Of course, a good cross-sell going on here, too, with all the other guys like we talked about. But without further ado, let's get him out. Oh, he does got a cookie sheet in here. Gotta have that cookie sheet. You guys know how that goes. Can I get him out? Oh, my gosh, he's fighting me. There it is. Oh, rookie. See you later. Goodbye over there. And we're off to the races. Up high off the ceiling. Oh, my gosh, there it goes. And there's old Typhoon in the plastic prison. He's ready to get out. He's screaming and yelling. He's going to walk out. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Off to the races. We got the cookie sheet. The old dented cookie sheet with the ghostly face sticking through. Seen it before. We'll see it again. There it is. Not a whole lot of fun with that. But then we get Typhoon looking only like a Typhoon could look, and happy to report no staining with that singlet. How about that? All these years later in the package, no staining. Very, very big feeling figure. I don't know. It does work, I guess, for him as I almost throw him. This does work. Of course, same body as Earthquake. Very, very big body here. Of course, got the Yokozuna arms, got the black elbow pads, white wrist tape. Same hands you always get with the big man. The big man always had the same exact hand size. But very good singlet, and it's very interesting compared to what I was assuming this was going to be. It's soft, good singlet at the top, very spandexy, but then it's kind of pleathery at the bottom here, very much like a Finn Balor jacket, something like that. So not the easiest thing to remove, and you shouldn't be removing this singlet. It should stay on him forever, but definitely very, very good style figure here. Of course, articulation-wise, the arms go all the way around. You got bicep cut, single-jointed elbows, wrists back and forth, side to side. You do get a waist cut, very good waist cut. You do get knees, single-jointed, ankles back and forth, and not a ton of movement with the legs, of course, this big guy. But once again, he isn't Spider-Man. He's not doing backflips and things like that. A very, very good head on old Typhoon here. He's got the mouth open. He's screaming. He's yelling. Quite the mullet here. You can see where the hair connects. You got that line throughout. Almost like a cone head here. A very, very large head on Typhoon. Very much up to the point there. So it does look good, though. The beard hair, the face hair, everything blends in very nicely together. Definitely a good-looking figure here. And this one is better than expected. We always love better than expected, and I will give this the better than expected award. It feels good. It looks good. It handles good. Sure, why not? I'm here for Typhoon. This is a good figure in the Classic Superstars line. Of course, we did get Typhoon in the Mattel Elite line. I believe it was a Then Now Forever Walmart exclusive back in the day. So if you're looking for that one as well. Now we turn our attention to the last but not least, the Repo Man. Oh, watch out for the Repo Man. And I remember as a little kid seeing the Repo Man and being like, who is this guy? What is this all about? You know, he'd crouch down real low and kind of sneak to the ring and stuff. And really, that was the first time I think I ever heard about the Repo Man. There was a movie back in the day. Mike Nesmith was involved, one of the all-time greats. Look it up, Repo Man. I remember hearing about that movie and stuff, not really seeing it, but knowing about it. So that was probably the first time I ever heard the words Repo Man. But I found out what a Repo Man was like when I saw Repo Man coming into the ring. And I said, man, I don't want this guy taking my bicycle, taking my car, or something like that when I get older. It was just a very interesting time. Everybody had to start getting a job, as we know in the WWF back in the day. And he was really the forebearer of that, getting a job, because a couple years later, every wrestler had a part-time job. They were clowns, they were magicians, they were garbage men, you name it. There was a lot of secondary jobs going on in the WWF, and Repo Man really started that craze off, if you ask me. Now, what's funny is I'd see the Repo Man and I'd be like, gosh, he looks familiar. Something's familiar here. And little Kyle just could not put two and two together until he saw that iconic Smash tattoo on the bicep. I said, wait a minute. This is Demolition Smash. I've seen that tattoo. I know all about that tattoo. So it was really crazy to me thinking Barry Darsow, of course, at the time, man of 1,000 gimmicks. It was interesting because he seemed like such a big dude as Smash. Larger than life, big muscled up dude is what he felt like. Where Repo Man, he almost made himself feel smaller. Does that make sense? Very strange how that all ended up working out. But very cool stuff. And I remember the other time I had that effect, story time with Kyle here, was Gold Dust. I was a big Dustin Rhodes fan. I love Dustin Rhodes, the old natural, in early WWF with Dusty, and then WCW really enjoying his time against the Dangerous Alliance, things like that, teaming with Barry Windham. Loved all that. And then one day Gold Dust showed up on TV, and I was just, wait a minute, I know who this is. It was before he really talked or anything, but of course, you know, the outfit, the wig, all that stuff. I was like, gosh, this is, I know this guy. I can't put my finger on it. What is this? And I just could not believe that was my Dustin Rhodes. I just couldn't believe that. And I always think of that Gold Dust and Repo Man as kind of the times I was a little bit confused as a youngster out there. But anyways, story time over. Let's move on to Repo Man here. There's old Repo Man, got his crowbar in there, big figure, got his duster on there. Repo Man, man of a Elite Repo Man, give me that all day long. That'd be a good one. Barry Darsow, if he could just sign with the WWE, we could get all these different Demolition figures. We get Repo Man. We could golf for Barry Darsow. We could get the Crusher Khrushchev. There's so much they could do with Repo Man, but I know firsthand he doesn't want anything to do with the WWE. I think he said at the autograph signing they would have to pay him $10,000, or maybe it was even $100,000. It was some ridiculous amount. I think it was $100,000. That was the only way. You give me $100,000, I'll go into your Hall of Fame, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But who knows? Things might change. Hopefully, Demolition gets the accolades they deserve into the WWE Hall of Fame because one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Repo Man on the side. Back of the package, got the cross sell, got the UBCs, got the warnings, got the tail of the tape, got the blurb. It's all there. Let's see what it says about old Repo Man. Debut 1984, 290 pounds, 6'2", finishing move, the old armbar submission. Titles, WWE World Tag Team Champion. Wait a minute. I don't know, but very good to get a Repo Man figure. I'm here for that all day long, and of course I do have a loose version right here. Looking really good. This Repo Man, though, is a giant of a figure. Always feels way too big, as we get that sometimes with the Jakks figures. Much bigger than he probably should be. But a good Repo Man. Of course, we got a Repo Man Hasbro back in the day, which I really did enjoy. Got the nice specific Repo Man specific knee pads here. Of course, the duster jacket looking really good. I love all the states on the back. Looks really good. That's cool. Tennessee, Iowa, Ohio, Vermont, Connecticut, Nevada, Oklahoma, Alabama, Hawaii, Maine, Utah. Very cool. Kind of put those all together and it spells out Repo. Good looking figure there. Of course, he's got his little bandit mask because Repo Man need to have a little bit of disguise like a young Lone Ranger. Got the black hair. Looks like Repo Man all day long. Just a good outfit. A good figure. My only gripe is it is a hair tall. I wish it was just a little bit shorter. But very cool. Man, more Repo Man, the better. I wish also, I guess the other thing is this duster jacket. You take this jacket off, then the arms and the body don't match. I would have almost preferred this one with a, well, I would have preferred this one with a soft goods duster you could remove and then have the classic Repo Man gear because it would have been nice to have that look. And we'll see. Maybe Mattel one day, fingers crossed, we could get that to happen. Not going to cross my fingers too tight because I just don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. But Repo Man, definitely deserving a spot in the Classic Superstars line. A forebearer, of course, of wrestlers having second jobs as they wrestle. It was tough times in that economy back then. But an interesting one in Classic Superstars Series 17. Which one's your favorite? Did you have them? Did you pass on them? Did you know about them? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Every Tuesday, we got new Jakks Class Superstars videos, as you guys know. Also, the Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can get a part of monthly giveaways, bonus content, exclusive content, and months ahead on these Classic Superstars videos. And like I said, best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel over there at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about following me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Triple H, Typhoon, and the Repo Man, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.